4 youth basketball actions, concepts, multiplayer drills to teach spacing that we're going to run through within this series right here. We're going to talk about being able to kick the ball back to a teammate, being able to use dribble handoffs, ball screens, and basket cuts. How can we start to incorporate individual skill development into multiplayer drills that translate directly into the game? That's what we're going to get into in this video. When it comes to youth basketball, and it could be any level, but when working with our youth basketball players, there's a few different actions that I try to install very quickly. And, you know, like some of our 3rd and 4th graders recently had a 3-on-3 tournament, and we worked on putting these in, and they picked it up pretty well. So our first one is a kickback. That's what I call it anyway. So I'm going to, this is a partner drill. You could have as many people as you want behind this line. You got multiple players. Put a group here, a group there, group on the other side. Drive. Shot fake, kick back to Luke. If I come here, boom, drive. He comes, boom, here, drive. Kick back. If I'm here, good. So what we're working on is he can cue me to drive middle or to drive baseline, right? And then if I drive to the baseline, I can work on my stride, stop, finish. Shot fake. My back is now to the defense, protected, and I can kick the basketball out. Let's say I want him to work on driving right. I'd come to his left, he would drive right. He'd get into his stride stop, right, left. He'd pivot out of it, boom. He kick backs to me, and then he can determine which way I'm gonna drive, boom, same thing, coming in here, show, boom, kick back, and the drill repeats itself. This is great as we work with especially our young players. You say, man, if somebody drives, we want to fill behind, headlights, taillights concept, and we want to be able to help them. A lot of times, especially with younger players, they get in trouble on these drives, and the easiest spot for them to be able to get help from a teammate is the spot that they just left. And so we've had a lot of success teaching that with our young players, and it helps them get out of trouble. The dribble handoff is a huge one for our youth players. Obviously, we see the weave, we see this at every single level. 2 ways that we can get this done. One, if I'm dribbling over to Luke, I could set it up in more of like a screen, especially if he's a good shooter. Teams are playing tight, where I'm trying to hand off and screen, and I really emphasize put that ball into their belly as you get into the handoff. Maybe I make a move, coming in here, trying to really get it in to his belly so he can get that ball. And with our younger players, a lot of them, if they're on the run on a catch, they travel, right? And so we're always emphasizing, if you get this handoff on the run, we got to work on getting that dribble down right away and not traveling. Now, I put this under the same umbrella, but it could also be just a pitch, right? So if his defender's sitting a little bit lower, I can drive at his defender and try to step over top of his defender. He's filling behind. That could be into a shot, or that could be into a drive. So again, if we have a line of players behind me and one player there, I would drive, I would pitch to him, he'd go in and score a layup. Next player would come in, they would drive, they'd pitch to me, I would come in and score a layup. All right, drive off this, score a layup. Ready? So I'm here, coming in, upper back, he drives up, very good. And now I'm ready over here, next player comes through, work on kicking it back, boom, and now I'm off and running. That's our second thing that we really try to work on with our young players, is really using dribble handoffs and short distance pitches to be able to keep movement within the offense when, as young players, some of these passes for longer distances are much more difficult. Last thing on the handoff, a great signal for a handoff, like universal signal for screen, is this. So handoff, we can just go this, and teammates know, right? So if I go hand, right, an open hand to Luke, he knows I want to get him the ball, right, because I showed him that open hand. Or maybe he makes the call, and so I go to him, and we get that handoff, that exchange in. Next one that we really want to work on at a young level is setting ball screens. It's a great way to, again, we get 2 players moving. We can put the defense in a tough position. And with all the actions that we've talked about today, it's a 2-player action. And at the youth level, it's very, very difficult to get 3-player actions in. 3-player action would be, I pass to someone, I screen away for Luke, and now he comes off. Well, we got a passer, we have a screener, and we have a cutter. That's 3 players. That's pretty tough, even for high school teams sometimes. So now we've simplified it. There's just 2 people going on in this drill. All right, here we go, Luke. Ball screen, fist. Right, boom, we're here. Right, and you pass. Boom, he's fist. Boom, I got you. Here we go. Ball. Good, bounce back. Here we go. Come get me. Can work off. Setting this up. Here you go. Set it back up, bounce back. I got you. Here you go. Use it. Pop. Good. Now we go the same thing, wing screen. So here you go, Luke, I got you. Coming to you. Use it. Good. Ball. Here we go. Come get me. Right here. Driving. Boom. Kicking back. Here you go. I got you. Good. Out. One more. We're here. Kick back. Boom. I mean, that's a workout. That's playing the game, right? So hey, set a ball screen, drive, kick, right? Drift, hook pass, pivot pass, roll to the basket, pocket pass. You could post up, set a screen. Boom, don't have it. He bounces back. I'm rolling to the post. He comes back. Ball, right? And there's so many little things that we can do working on the ball screen and making it game-like. Very, very important. So work on your kickbacks, work on your handoffs, work on your ball screens, especially at the youth level. Passing and cutting, very, very basic. Say we're playing 3-on-3 with our youth players and teaching them the basics of being able to pass. And when I cut, I'm trying to face cut, the simplicity of being able to try to get in front of my defender, cut to the basket, see if I can get to the basket, see if I can get into the post, or to simply pass, cut, and create a new gap for my teammate to drive. Where do you want him to cut? That's up to your philosophy as a coach. It might be pass, cut here, fill to the strong side. Now he's got that open gap, right? He passes, boom, he cuts, right? Fill to that open side. He comes up, pass, I can fake, ball, cut, here, filling, coming to that open side. So that's an option that we can work on as far as pass, cut, getting into strong side, kind of like dribble drive offense, creating that new drive to attack. You can also pass, cut, and then get to the opposite side, right? You could add in screening away if your players are at that point where I could pass to Luke. I still work on that basket cut. Can I get down here? Boom. I fill opposite. We have this gap here that Luke could then drive. We have kind of a delayed rotation of filling the open spots, but teaching your players to cut hard, and to try to cut in front of the defense. On a lot of these, really a lot of times you'll cut in front of the defense from the top down. Some of those passes are very, very common. We're just getting in front, surprising at the youth level how many players do not jump to the ball. And that's a great way for us to teach the game and create some more scoring opportunities.